in an ever-changing world, a species needs to either adapt or they will die out. And then you go on to say, and I quote, that humanity is now faced with a stark choice: evolve or die.
There's so much to say in so little time. This is a song for those left behind, an insider's view to what's going on. If Christians are raptured away and are gone, in case of emergency, take this CD and make many copies to give away free. But first get a Bible and start reading now. The moment will come when they will not allow distribution, possession of anything Christian. You'll go underground, a secret resistance, and face persecution, imprisoned and beaten. Now is the time to make your decision, to battle his minions left on this earth, or fall for a false explanation. Prefer to be herded like sheep. The ancient delusion, the oldest of schemes, has come to conclusion. The mark of the beast from the father of lies, the angel of light, master of disguise. He's devising a plan, preparing us now, and through evolution convincing the crowds that aliens somehow are out there and bound to have all of the answers, empowered to know the solution. Like indigo children, smarter than humans, more intuition, much more evolved. They're sending a vision, prepare the whole world with a false explanation. If we're to evolve, we must remove Christians. They call it the cleansing, and this is their mission.
Evolve or die refers to whether humanity survives as a species. There is an enormous awakening happening on the planet.
The age of Aquarius, ending duality. Oprah, The Secret, and Eckhart Tolle preach what will bring in a new age reality, based in traditions of pagan theosophy. Bound to be thousands of offshoots of Crowley, students of Alice C. Bailey, who follow the lies of Helena Blavatsky, radically altering, changing the pages of history, laying the groundwork forged by the tools of Lucifer, paving the way for the United Nations. A slow preparation, patiently waiting since the creation. The Garden of Eden, a planet whose placement in time is persuaded by aliens, outside invasions, abductions, and cow mutilations, creating an atmosphere ripe for the picking, with movies and Hollywood implanting trickery, mastery over the masses. The whole world collapses in panic, all desperate for someone to save them away. Anyone that will answer the questions, the savior of sorts, a new age messiah. The wolf in sheep's clothing is what will transpire. The mayhem is out of control at this moment, a world full of chaos, confusion, and torment. I'm telling you, don't stop at anything. You can't afford to face life without Christ as your king. The moment might come when the songs are reality, trapped in a world where it's actually happening.
That's one of my favorite quotes that a significant portion of the Earth's population will soon recognize, if they haven't already done so, that humanity is now faced with a stark choice: evolve or die.
All right, what is going on, everyone? Steve JMO and the TruthSeeker69 live. What is going on?
Hey guys.
All right, let's go through the chat real quick and say what's up to some familiar faces. So we got AJB. What's going on? F the globe, absolutely. F it. Yeah. Daryl Turner, what's up? Appreciate that. It's a good comment right there. Appreciate that. We got Cold Steel. What's going on, brother? That's my day one, bro, right there. There'd be two people live in the chat. He was always one of them. Good man. Good man. We got Blue. I never know how to say that, but what's up, brother? It is what it is. Bill Stegman, what's up? Therese. I don't know how to say that, but Pagam? I don't know. Sorry.
You're as bad as me, Steve.
Oh, they're giving me a hard time today. Oh, man. We got Craig. I see it. You got another one here. Stedber? Steber? Sorry, I'm butchering these names today.
Either Stiber or Steber. It's one or the other.
All right, we'll go with Stiber.
Like the Berenstain Bears.
Ablin Bears. We got Coaster of Life, Slow Down. That's easy to say. I like that. Keep it simple for Steve. Who else in the chat? Seems like it's just the same couple of people. The mod, what's going on? What's up? How we all doing? FAM, what's up? Flattercore Music, if you're new to the program. Dave Marsh is in the chat. What's up, brother? What's up? Philip Baca, Blade Star 775, Awesome Austin, Cora, what's going on? Christ, who else is in the chat? It's starting to go. All right. I think we covered everyone. We got 16 live so far. I'm sure that'll go up, get the numbers up. But yeah. So what's up? What do you want to get into first here tonight?
Well, like I was telling you before we started here, I did a little video on my phone of what they call Venus, because it was just really low, just above the tree line across the street from my house. And I thought, let me get my camera and go out there and zoom in. Well, it's my phone, so it's not really my camera. I just use my phone. But I have a really good thing on here, and you can see I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
You can do panoramic stuff and everything. So I went out and I figured, all right, let me zoom in on this. First off, it was a crescent moon last night, yet the moon was not looking like that through my video recorder. It looked like it was like waxing or waning. It did not look like it was a crescent moon. And also Venus looked blue at one point. With my eyes, I'm looking at my camera. It looks blue. I look up in the sky. It's not blue. So weird things were going on. And then I finally zoomed in on it, because once I zoomed in and then I tapped the screen, it'll do this micro focus stuff it does. And sure enough, it was exactly what you caught the other day, a few days back when you were showing us your video. So, and then also I have these high power binoculars, but they're from like the 70s or something. It's a good kind they used to sell a long time ago at Sears, or actually Sears. But I tried to get my phone to be right up against it so I could try to see it. Like, it's really hard to do. I need like a tripod or something to stick my binoculars on and point it at it, and then get my camera up it, and then zoom on this as well. I'm like really trying to see what the fuck's going on. I'm trying to makeshift my it's like a ghetto high powered telescope. You get some binoculars, you get your camera, and then you zoom in on it, and it's like
Absolutely.
But yeah, we could take a look at that video or whatever. You don't have to have the volume on it. It doesn't matter either way. But the thing that got me was that I know the moon was crescent. I had people commenting in my comment section that, well, that can't be the moon because the moon's crescent. I'm looking at the moon right now. And I'm like, yeah, it was crescent, but I don't know why it's not in the video. I can't help that. So anyway, we'll take a look at it if you want.
Absolutely. And that's what I got pinned here on the screen, guys, in the chat here. If you want to click that, it's the video that you did. Who was that last night, actually? Yeah, that we're talking about. So you can go over there, give that a thumb up. And like I said, it's on her backup channel. Excuse me. So if you weren't with us, what was that, yesterday or the day before? They took us down live before we could even go, hit her with a nice email, give her a strike right the day after she got one picked up. So that was ridiculous as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you click this link right here, it'll bring you to that video on her backup page, and give that a thumbs up, a like, a subscription, bell, whatever you want to do. This, that, and the other thing. So
yeah, I'm about 560 subs on that channel. So I really would like to try to pick up the pace, and maybe get to 1,000 and stuff.
Right.
You know, it's a backup channel, but it could very well be a main channel at any moment, given my situation with YouTube on my main channel. And like literally the 26th, the strike was over for one of my strikes, and I would only had one left. And then literally the 27th, we were going to go live. And then suddenly it wouldn't let me do anything. It said YouTube was preventing me from going live. I checked my emails. Steve's like, check your email. And sure enough, I had gotten a second strike again. So for coronavirus topic, we had it up there on the screen the other day, what the title of the video was. But it was for hate speech, because truth is the new hate speech. And that's all I was doing, was telling the truth.
Absolutely. And that's what I'd be trying to tell everyone every day. They wouldn't be making first of all, they wouldn't be censoring us if we weren't right. They wouldn't be making hit pieces like you know, like the Mandela Effect movie, like the Criminal Minds episode, like you know, all this other stuff. You know, like who is that channel that Brian was showing us the other night? 350,000 subs. The dude's putting out disinformation campaigns against Mandela Effect. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's because people can't handle the truth. They'd rather figure out a way to keep believing the beautiful lie. And even if that means, you know, hanging out on one of these fake fucking channels that are doing nothing but trying to steer them away from the truth, people can't handle the truth. So they're going to latch on to people like that because it helps them to keep continuing on with their beautiful lie. They won't have to ever think about anything. They won't have to ponder what might actually be going on here. They can just go back to their normal lives because this guy says, you know, we're all crazy and that's not what's happening. And, you know, we're just confabulating all over ourselves or something. Because there are people who are afraid of the truth. They don't want to see it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to hear about it. And the only thing that makes them feel better about the whole thing is they hear other people saying we're crazy.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man. They're absolutely ridiculous. But all right, without further ado, let's can I add this to the stream? All right, cool. We'll do that. And right here we get a nice big full screen too. Is that nice and big on your end there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm just going to let this play out. Oh, there's no audio on your end, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Yeah, we'll just watch it. I forgot to hit share audio, but yeah, just walk us through this. What do you see? What are you looking at here?
I'm under my carport. So I thought maybe, well, that's why you weren't seeing all the moon or anything. But because the very top of the screen would be where my carport's coming out over the driveway. And that's right where the moon's at. So, but still, it looks fuller than a crescent moon. So I just wanted to point that out. But
absolutely.
You know what? Just stop it for a second, Steve. Let's rewind it back a little bit and put the volume on. You can hear what I'm saying. It's okay. Because it'll probably make more sense if you hear me.
Here, hold on. Let me just stop this. Hold on. Let me share some audio. There we go. Let me know if it's sharing in a second. I know the video is sharing. Let me know if you get audio on this. Oh, obviously not. Let's hit the unmute button. Let's just bring it back a couple. You hear that?
Yeah.
Let me just mute my mic. All right.
There's the street. There's the light post. There's the moon. And there is what they call...
And that's just above my tree line.
Wow.
Across the street from me. Yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
Trying to focus, guys. Bye bye.
Look at this shit.
And you can see it pulsating like when you can see the yellow in it. There's like yellow and something else going on in there.
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, Steve. I'm videoing the same thing you were videoing the other day.
Now look, stop it right there, Steve. The moon is not crescent because now I'm out further from underneath my carport. And that fucking moon still is not crescent. I don't know why.
That's crazy. Then what? It like transported into like this new
blue.
thing?
Yeah, it's blue now. Okay, go ahead.
Blue. But in the camera, it looks blue. Look at this thing.
That's wild.
I see a hexagon too.
A couple different points. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's so crazy.
You could see like this yellowish red in the center.
Yeah, you absolutely. And that's the moon.
And that's the moon. It's supposed to be crescent, and it's not, Steve. I don't know why it's not crescent, but everybody saw a crescent moon last night, including myself. But that's not what was in my camera. So I don't know if our cameras are picking up stuff. Our eyes have some overlay on. I don't know what's going on.
Crazy.
It's like when you see orbs in your camera, but you can't see them with your eyes. So the camera has, I think a lot more of us should be going out there and videoing some stuff.
And I'm just gonna bring up the video that I got the other night just for comparison.
Yeah.
This is what I got the other night, guys, and it'll zoom in like a second. Yeah, that's what I got on my iPhone 6 camera. Nothing too fancy. A little
Absolutely.
ridiculous,
Exact
right?
thing.
Literally.
So everybody's asking, well, what is it? Well, what's a watcher? Because I referred to them as watchers. We don't know what they are. They're clearly, there's some sort of an energy frequency plasma thing. We don't know what these beings would look like if it was angels or watchers. I mean, they give us this depiction of, a human with wings, and that makes an angel. But do we really know? I don't know. I think if we leave our bodies and our spirit moves on, obviously our spirit, it would have its own shape. Maybe it's in the shape of an orb or something circular or something brightly, twinkling or whatever. Whatever they are, God put them there for a reason. And they have a role to play in this end game, whether it's coming closer to Earth or to get our attention. These are the signs in the sky and the moon and the stars and stuff. This could be part of it. Their job is to give us the signs we need to have to realize where we're at and what we need to be doing right now. Because see, mainstream media wants to keep us distracted and scared and curled up in a ball in a corner crying because we're so scared of all this crap that's going on. When actually we should be preparing. We should be mentally cleaning out our karmic, the energies that aren't no good in our life. Forgive and forget, not forget, but forgive yourself, forgive others, ask for forgiveness, and move on from stuff. Don't hold on to stuff so much emotionally and be so entrenched in your beliefs, because sometimes your beliefs won't let you go any further than you should, because people get too entrenched in it. And instead of expanding, as you get older with more knowledge, you should expand more with your consciousness and your awareness. And a lot of people get really stuck and trapped in their belief systems, and that could be their downfall as well. These are serious times we're in right now. We're seeing it all over, and I think Venus has been getting closer and closer, or what they call Venus has been getting closer to us for quite some time. Because I took video of this same exact thing right off of Fort Myers Beach in 2016. And that thing it looked to me like it was not even 10,000 feet up, how low it was. So it's definitely like on some sort of cycle where it's coming closer. Everything seems to be getting closer to us. And a lot of things going crazy here on the ground. They're scrambling to keep our attention focused on other shit than paying attention to this stuff that we need to be looking at.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
100%. 100%. But so let's just do a little recap real quick. You're catching this thing in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
So you're catching that. All right. I'm catching this, just like hundreds of miles away. No big deal. And last night, this is still showing, right?
Yeah.
So this is a stream that Richie and the Big Sib Brandon did last night. And this is literally what you were catching. So let's just let this play out for a second, and you'll see, because they have the better version of the cameras we're using. He has the P whatever it is. So
is he there with him at his house?
Is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
See, one day I might be at your house and we'll be streaming.
I don't know about my house.
Brian's house. We'll go over to Brian's.
Yeah.
We'll have one big live stream.
That'd be awesome.
Right?
All right. So give this a listen real quick. They only talk about it for a couple minutes, but yeah, we'll do a little fast forwarding here and there, but just take a listen and look.
There's the moon up in the sky. Is that showing up?
Yes.
And then there's what appears to be a tiny new moon. Well, we got the P9000 on it, and Brandon stood right by me as we did this. Takes me a minute. There's the moon, okay? And I'm not zoomed all the way in, but I just wanted to do this so you could see where in relation that this new tiny moon or whatever this object in the sky is. But I find it strange that we're all talking about this unknown object in the sky, and suddenly NASA finds a small car-sized tiny moon. If there's a moon that's the size of a car, that's not a moon. It's a rock or an asteroid or a meteor or something like that. But for whatever reason, they've decided to label it a new tiny moon. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Well, let me zoom in on that tiny moon. Let's take a look at the tiny moon. Brandon stood right there watching. The Nikon is on a tripod. It is not moving. Watch this. This thing, whatever it is quite alive. Now, it jumping up and down, that is me adjusting the tripod, but it's pulsating. That's all it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to zoom in. You saw it. What did you see?
No, it's alive. It looks like somatics to me. It looks like a frequency within water, but it's also it's pulsating. So it looks like a sand dollar. It looks like it almost at half. We've had the clearest skies that I can remember.
So this is them zoomed in on the object that you were looking at, according supposedly Venus, but you notice him saying something about a new moon type deal. So check this out. Not like a new moon as we know, like the stages of the moon.
Right.
Two days ago, The Atlantic. 1 day ago, Washington Post. 2 days ago, Space.com. Earth's new mini moon is leaving soon, but it'll be back. What's that about, people?
Seriously, what the fuck are they trying to say now? Dude, we have 40 people watching, 2 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. Is anybody going to do anything about this? Somebody better smash that fucking like button.
Ridiculous. YouTube. But yeah, so Earth has a second moon all of a sudden. It's only here for a little while, but it'll be back.
Oh, it's just visiting.
And here for a little while.
Sorry about that.
And you got us catching, stuff like this in the sky, Then you got you, well, that's me, you're catching something like this in the sky on a not the best quality camera, just like me, but that's even more proof that it's local, it's alive, it's right here.
And it seems to be the same exact thing in all 3 pictures.
Exactly. And then you have the definitive version of what we're looking at, which is, something like this.
Crazy.
Oh, let me mute that for a second. Sorry, we can keep talking. But like you said, it looked like a hexagon type deal. But let's get this. Hopefully, they get this comment out of the way in a second.
Yeah, the one that you had up, Steve, too. The video you did had a little hexagonish features to it.
Look at the points on this thing. It's like a 7 or 8 sided star or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Now look at this. This reminds me of the vortex that they show us on Saturn.
Yes, on the top. Yes, yeah, that's weird.
That's what that looks like. Maybe that's what these things look like, and they're trying to tell us that Saturn has some vortex on it like that, but it really looks like this,
Yeah, absolutely. It's predictive programming.
Let me get this straight. Richie from Boston was zoomed in on the supposed moon, this mini moon, or was it Venus that he was? Because that looks like Venus to me, or whatever they call it.
It's whatever they were presenting in the sky, He just takes his camera out, and then, he takes his camera, he records that, then he turns on the internet, and it says they found a new moon. So, putting 2 and 2 together. But it could have very well been Venus. But as we all know, someone pointed out in the chat earlier, Venus, you cannot see Venus in the sky if the Earth is heliocentric, because our nighttime would be facing Mars, Saturn, Jupiter. Yeah. Venus would be something visible during the day. It's a sign from God, most likely. Yes, it looks like a single-celled organism or something under a microscope. Yes, it's ridiculous.
It does.
It's 100% ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah, and hexagons are everywhere. We even had hexagon pupils for a while. I had them. I don't know if anybody still has them right now. You would have to, everybody collectively go take a picture of your iris or your pupil and see what they look like. But I did have hexagon pupils, and I showed them to Brian. He saw them. I don't have them now, or at least a few months ago. Last time I checked, I didn't have them. I do have that blue circle around the brown of my eye, so that's weird. And I looked up all the stuff for health and everything, and I don't have anything that would cause anything like that. It's not something that you get with old age or something. I mean, why would I get hexagon eyes? And why would they be gone now? And why am I seeing hexagons everywhere now?
Yeah, I know. I was where'd I notice a nice hexagon this morning? It was some brand. It was some new, not
Dude,
a new
I've been
brand,
seeing
but
them in movies. Okay, Nicolas Cage has a brand new movie out. I forget what it's called, but look, I regretted even watching this thing because it's fucking psychopathic. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? But sure enough, they're up in their attic, and then you know how those little round attic windows to look out? Well, his was a hexagon, and it was all stained glass, so it had like purple and pink coming through it and everything. Clear hexagon. I thought I took a picture of it. I think I did. I told my mom, I'm like, I gotta take a picture of this. There's fucking hexagons everywhere I look.
it's crazy. Yeah.
See if I have it in here anywhere for you. Oh, I do. I have it. I'm gonna send it to you right now. All right. So yeah, this new Nicolas Cage movie. First off, he's evil. Okay, like I don't even know why I watched it. It was just something to watch, kind of like my mom, and I'm like, what the fuck. Yeah.
See what we got. There you go. Little hexagon action. Oh,
it's a hexagon within a hexagon too. So that was interesting, I thought, because it kind of reminded me of the way these stars look when they're blinking in and out.
And he's got a little demonic sigil right there. No big deal.
Oh yeah. Got
the Google Chrome looking fucking logo like we got down here. That's nice.
They did not want to make the window that fucking way. It's a reason why they did that. I'm telling you.
Nope. And you have two opposite colors, sort of like symbolizing, black and white, but it's the red and blue to get you, really focused in on this. The brain, the mind controlling colors, purple, red, blue, gets you purple.
Yep. Yeah.
This is easy, man.
So before we go to that picture you're going to click on, my next picture, remember the one you had up of that, it was like pink and it was telling you all about the voltage for Corona and everything? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wanted you to bring that up real quick and let's just take a look at it. And then I'll show the synchronicity that happened to me the day after we talked about this. Because it's just like what we were saying, like, say if you want to manifest a white rabbit, well, then you'll see a white rabbit on a jacket or a white rabbit, running across the lawn. I don't know, but suddenly you'll start seeing them and stuff. And this is synchronicity. This is one of the things that happened that told me that me and Steve are on the right track, especially with your theory, Steve, about what that paper said about 5G and it giving us the symptoms and high voltage. And then here I turn around, not even 24 hours later, and look at somebody. I just turn around. It's in my face. This guy's back. And what he has on his shirt. And I was like, no fucking way. I even went up to him and said, can I take a picture of your shirt? And he was more than happy to let me take a picture. I did ask him about Corona and high voltage and stuff. He didn't seem to know a whole lot about it. But because at first I thought I was talking about coronavirus. And I'm like, no, the Corona around the high voltage. It's like, oh, yeah, well, I think it's more like in the 80s or something it starts affecting you. He threw that out, which I thought was strange because it says 55 on there. But, he just might not know. He's from Alabama. They're slow here.
Yeah. All right. Let me, I think I got it.
If you don't have it, there it is. Okay. I just wanted to recap this a little bit for people who may not have seen it, but we covered it the other day on the show, and this just tells it all.
Yeah, absolutely. I share this with everyone, Absolutely. You got the, Corona, is the field, high voltage electricity around the high voltage field. It's a breach of the Corona field that is the basis of lightning. Corona radiation kills most high voltage electricians by the time they're 55 years old. And, someone in the chat was asking about that the other day. They're like, oh, I work with high voltage electricity, but I'm pretty sure this isn't applicable unless you're in the telecommunications field Because I know many electricians that deal with high voltage units, but none of them are telecommunications electricians. They're just simple, put the power to your house type deal electricians. So it's it's just like cooking, like I could be sauteing the vegetable, or I could be simply cutting or cleaning the vegetable. There's many ways or things you can do with the vegetable, but it is what it is. So. And it goes on to say corona severely damages the reproductive cells in the liver. Corona causes sterility, miscarriages, and infertility. Interesting, and there's a lot of people, what's infertility? Inability to carry a child?
Yeah, men are sterile, and then the woman would be infertile. So, like, they can't have kids. They can reproduce, or if they do reproduce, they'll miscarry.
Right. So, yeah, that's all right up in there. And that all has to do with the singularity they're trying to push upon the gender thing, the sexes. You have all these fruity little men. You have all these girls that think they're guys all of a sudden. So it's crazy. I think this has something to do with all that too. And it goes on to say corona is an EMF field that is generated close to high voltage power transmission. So it's going to be a field that'll be near the transmission tower, the 5G cell tower.
And they're everywhere, guys, everywhere.
Schools, right behind police stations, everywhere, Yeah. Here we go. So now they've labeled those symptoms to be caused by a viral attack called the coronavirus. Absolutely. Coincidence that 5G will cause all the symptoms of the corona field? Absolutely not. There's no such thing as a coincidence. This is this is mostly speculated upon, but it should say they will have, because they most likely will have a chemical injection to cure you from this harmful the reaction to radiation upon reproductive cells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll have something. They're working on something right now. President Trump said in his little speech about corona, they have the latest and greatest scientists working on the most highly powered, technologically advanced vaccine to fight off the corona field or the coronavirus.
Well, they have to understand too. Also, people have to understand is that this 5G network, they can play this thing like a violin. It's not just, the corona around the electrical voltage area of one of these towers or, the 5G network that they have even at ground level on telephone poles right outside of people's houses and stuff. They can tune into this network and tune the frequency and give us whatever they want us to have. It doesn't even have to be just some coronavirus symptoms or whatever like that. It could be anything at this point. And like I said, they have the frequencies down and they could play this thing like a violin, play us like a violin. So right after we talked about all this, like I said, less than 24 hours later, I walk into Walmart and I'm with my mom. And let me tell you, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've worked in the public for quite some time here. As soon as I turn around, I see this guy's shirt and I was like, check this the fuck out, Mom. So let's show him that picture.
Absolutely. And where is it? Where's the Chrome? Let's go to Chrome, Facebook, and there you go. That's still sharing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, high voltage electric. It's like, what are the chances? There are no chances like that. It's just like, no. I've never seen anybody have anything on like this in my life. And it was like the world, the creator telling me, yes, you guys are on the right track. They're using this 5G against you.
Absolutely. They absolutely are. They're gonna, they got the corona field up in there. There's no coincidence that we're looking at, picture that is showing, relation from corona, high voltage fields to the 5G to the virus itself, and then the next day you run into this fella. It's no coincidence.
Yeah. No coincidence, guys. So I had to share that with you.
Point out, like we were talking about hexagons everywhere. There's your nice little Walmart logo. Every day you get the hexagon. There you go.
Day. Yep.
There you go. Ridiculous.
And they work with Saturn, and Saturn obviously is one big hexagon. from what
Oh
they
yeah.
at the top of it, which is not a planet, it's something else, obviously, but clearly it must have some hexagonal pattern to it. Venus seems to be, whatever Venus is, it's not Venus, but it seems to be the closest to us, and that's the one we could pick up the best with our regular technology. I guess we get a P900 or whatever, and we can get all those other ones that we see on there. But clearly, that is not a planet. And sure, there's definitely not space. So we have
Not
to
even
rethink
close.
everything we've ever thought at this point. I told somebody today, I said, you have never had an original thought in your life. And he just kind of nodded his head like, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because I've never had one, and now I'm having them. And I'm trying to, brainstorm and figure out what the fuck all this shit is and listen to all these, podcasts and live interviews and stuff, trying to get pieces to the puzzle. Because literally we're all just trying to figure it out. We have to, because we should have known this all this time. We should have been known this since day one, but they've kept it all from us because they knew that we would wind up at the doorstep and the door would open on us and we wouldn't know what to do. And we'd probably freak out and run back in instead of out through the door. You know what I mean? Because, you have no knowledge of what to do, what's to come, how to prepare mentally, spiritually, and physically. Because look at everybody; they're all out of shape and misshapen. Half the people walking around Walmart have oxygen attached to them, and they can barely get around. And the scooters are dying because the people are so heavy on them. The little scooter that they're on, the Walmart scooters, and you hear it going. They're going by you and they're like 400 pounds and it's like, oh my God, the thing's gonna just die here in the middle of Walmart. Somebody's gonna have to come hoist her up, get her onto another one so she can get her ass out of here.
Right? They're going like beep.
I'm being realistic here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the thing is, if people think that, space is real and evolution's a thing and science, go to your local Walmart and you let me know how evolution's working out for these people. It's clearly they're devolving, if anything. They teach us evolution is real, but in reality, they're devolving everyone into some sort of simpleton human who can only regurgitate what they hear on the news or in school through indoctrinated textbooks. It's ridiculous. And they buy a hook, line, and sinker. And they're fat and they're all huge. I'm not picking on fat people, but
no, but seriously, they've genetically modified us through the foods that we eat because you are what you eat. And if you eat genetically modified food, it will genetically modify you. If you're drinking milk that comes from a cow that has steroids and all kinds of crap in them and stuff pumped into them, well, you're going to get that too. That's why you have 10-year-old girls that have tits and ass all over the place. And they're 10. You got to go out and buy your daughter a fucking bra at 10 years old and stuff. I saw this little girl, two separate little girls, and they were huge. And they had to be like 8 years old. I'm talking their face was so big and round, you could not see the neck. And then it was just huge belly, and then it was just like, oh my God, this kid probably weighs as much as I do, and I'm a full grown adult. Clearly the parents didn't eat well because I could tell by what was in their cart and how they looked. It's like I see people and it's just like, I can see how brainwashed each person is just by looking at their shopping cart or what they have on the assembly line getting checked out and stuff. It's just like, oh my God, I'll look at this person. They look horrible. They look so sickly. They're obese. And then I look at what they got in their cart and I'm like, well, there you go. Like it doesn't take rocket science to figure this shit out, guys. And when people like, oh well, I like this, I'm comfortable as long as I'm comfortable and happy. Well, yeah, they have us evolving into like what, a sloth? Is that what we're evolving into? Because I don't see much else going on.
No, yeah, they're trying to make us the most like simplistic, most unreliable on our own thought, incapable of making critical thoughts. They're trying to just give us, the narrative, and then just go with the script, people, because you have no other reason to believe the internet is lying, no reason to believe mainstream media is lying, and you have no real reason to believe people like you, me, and everyone else here in the chat you have no reason to believe that what we're talking about is fact. But in reality, you guys are regurgitating the lies. You're feeding the lie system, and we're over here trying to, let you all know it's a lie. Because for people to think that something like this, is, I don't even have it up. Hold on. Yeah, so this is what I caught today. And the first thing I see, there you go. Can you see how that is like not a real cloud, anyone? You get your red, your blue, your green, your yellow, your rainbow colors inside of a cloud in the sky. So if you can't see that these clouds are artificial and made with some sort of heavy metal to give you this acrylic outline of them, I don't know what to tell you at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this is all what I caught today. And these clouds right here, they all have this, like, acrylic outline. And then we saw the one to the distance over here on the left that is just 100% rainbows. Why is there rainbow colors in the sky? It's because there's elements of barium, aluminum, lithium, strontium, all emitted by NASA and other like agencies, the Air Force. Harvard University came out 2 years ago and said they're going to start spraying the sky to save the world from global warming. And come to find out, teenagers think that's cool. So that's where I am in life. I'm dealing with a bunch of fucking retards, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm surrounded by them all day at work too. I mean, I'm not coming down. They're nice people, but they just have no clue, and they're also okay with not having no clue. I mean, they have this at their fingertips every fucking day. You know what I can find out on this? The research I can do, and they're not looking at it. They just don't. They're so misdirected and so detached from the real thing that's going on. Like, okay, we're spraying the skies for global warming. Well, it's the complete opposite.
Right, it's causing the climate change. Exactly.
So,
and like, hold on real quick. Something else happened at work today that ticked me off pretty much. So it's like, it was like 30 degrees. It wasn't like a odd temperature for it to be snowing outside, but it started to snow. But within the snow, within the flurries, you could see pollen. And that's odd for the 29th of February, which today's a leap year, by the way. So a lot of weird fucking shit was going down today just out of the blue, So
our Earth doesn't know what to do. Our Earth is being confused. It's like it has its own cycle and they're fucking with it. As spring comes when spring's supposed to come, and the seasons, the change in the temperature. And they're screwing with everything. So now everything's blooming and freezing at the same time.
Exactly. And like I said, so there's elements of pollen out in the air too. And I go inside. I was like, y'all see the pollen outside? They're like, what are you, retarded? It's snowing. I'm like, yo, I'm about to punch you all in the face. It's obviously snowing. Go outside and you let me know that you don't see some pollen mixed in with the snow. It's not going to be like, oh, every 9 snowflake is pollen. You got to go outside and look real quick and you'll see. Every now and again, there's a little thing of pollen here, there's a little one there, and none of them went outside to disprove me. They just stood in there. Oh, you're wrong. You're retarded. This, that, and I'm like, bro, go outside for 39 seconds. Mm-hmm. You'll go out the door. There's a door there. There's a door here. There's a door behind me. Go outside, and you tell me that there's no pollen in this. They're like, it's February. That's not possible. I'm like, yo, they fuck with the weather for so long that this shit. It's off balance. You start spraying the skies. You have clouds like this in the sky every day. It's ridiculous. Like, what is this? What is this? And that's going to set off the balance. That's a frequency-based cloud. It's a cloud that's not real. It's made from frequency. That's what they're doing, people. This whole realm we're in is an energy realm. It's made from frequency. And once they start putting their frequencies in the sky, in the air to give you the fake clouds, that's them striving to be like gods, That's the original sin being played out in the sky, in disguise. This is how they roll.
Mm-hmm. Well, they want to be like the creator. So the creators created our beautiful, plane that we're on with the weather system that it has. So they got to come in, they got to destroy the plane, destroy the air, the flow of everything, the natural order of everything has to be inverted or made unclean in some way. So yeah, it's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And look here, you got the same exact cloud. Today was unbearably windy too. So how they got their frequencies out today without the wind fucking with it's a little beyond me, but you know, they're starting to get this down pretty good, guys. These are giant clouds, miles of, you can see the miles of mountains in the background.
Yeah.
This cloud here, it ends here, but it starts and it goes all the way over there.
But
That's
look,
skyline, people. That's the skyline.
Isn't it interesting too that you said it's windy and we don't see hardly any of the clouds looking like they look when they have frequency pumped through it? Because I get people saying all the time that's just wind rolling through the clouds. That's why it looks all ripply like that.
Break.
And I'm like, no, that cloud's not even moving. If there was wind blowing through it like that, it would be moving along in the sky, and it's just fucking sitting there.
Absolutely. And look at these weird clouds, just yellow and red and blue and all this other shit, dude. It's so crazy. And you have the odd looking sun. I don't know what that's about. Fucking square sun all of a sudden. I don't get this shit. And then I got people telling me, oh, you know, I don't think you're pulling everything out of thin air, but CNN and the books I've read and I went to school and I went to Cornell, and you're a fucking loser, all these people. If you don't see this shit, I don't know what to tell you. Granted, these look rather real, but when you realize they're just copy and pasted throughout the entire skyline, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like literally the same exact thing. Literally. Like what we showed earlier, like these clouds over here, where would they go? Yeah. Look how big these are. And these are the same exact clouds on top of each other. Huge. Yeah. People don't see that shit. It's so crazy. I don't know. The whole them saying global warming and, you know, then the fact that they're geoengineering the sky, the weather, have patents that go back to 1811 that have been taken off the internet, and people still think it's just global warming. Like, no, they're fucking with the weather. They're causing this climate change, and we have the patents to prove it.
Dude, I think my videos are getting taken down. Every time I go back through my videos on my channel and I'm like looking for one, it's like it's gone.
That's okay. YouTube doesn't let me scroll back to a video past like 2 months, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, it's done that to me too. It would take me back like 9 months or a year, and I'm like, I'd be stuck. It wouldn't go anymore. I'd have to get on my computer and go in. And I was thinking maybe it was a video that I just sent you. I was out with my mom one day. It was a clear, beautiful day, very blue sky. And then there was this white cloud that had the ripples all through it. And it was just sitting there in the sky. It wasn't moving. It wasn't going nowhere.
Jeez.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. I'm scrolling way, way back here in the messages. But just, you know, because people keep saying to me like, oh, that's just wind. Like if you see the water on the sand up by the shore, it's got those ripples in it, the sand. But if that was the case, it would be moving. It would be, the cloud would be pushing over through the sky, and it's not moving anywhere. Let me see. I have to go back a couple of weeks. I send you so much stuff.
About it. Don't worry about it. I'm over here again in a 9/11 debate. These people still think planes hit the towers. That's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, that Ozzy video. I just scrolled past it and his face was on there. Look, guys.
He's so effed up.
Oh. He looks just like that guy. What was his name with the tricycle? Oh, what were you guys calling him? The little scary dude with the circles on his face.
Oh, the guy from Saw or whatever.
Yeah, that guy. He looks just like him in this.
Yeah, you know, it's just like how what's his name? Fucking who was the last pope we had? Pope Benedict. Just like how he looked like Senator Palpatine after he turned to the dark side.
Yeah. That's
the
so
programming. Oh. No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But oh my god. All right, what else did I want to show real quick?
My mom's been here a month, so it's like a month ago I sent it to you. I got a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, I sent you a shit ton of pictures, didn't I, for our trip through hell.
Like 30, 40, absolutely. But they were all well needed.
Yeah. Oh, the rain bomb. Remember when we covered the rain bomb recently?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy. There was never rain bombs before, guys. I mean, come on. Now they control the weather. Excuse me. Blah. Now they control the weather. Weather is a weapon, and now you have rain bombs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Hold on, I'm just flying to someone real quick.
I'll send Steve stuff. I'm like, I want to do a show on this. We got to talk about this. Like so much shit. Oh, did you send me the cymatics in slow motion, or was I sending that to you? That's a good one. We'll play that one over. I'll resend that to you. Cymatics in slow motion. It looks just like the stars.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now.
Okay, that'll be a good one to play over.
All right. What do we got? Facebook, the Book of Faces. Where is that pesky little Jen? There she is.
Facebook. It's like, when they pull out their book where you have to ID people, mugshots and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like your Facebook. I don't know. Just put that together in my head.
Hey. I can't view this. This is weird.
Really?
I can view. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hold on. Let it load. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess we're watching soccer now. Oh, there it is. How do I get full screen? All right. That was interesting. All right. We see that? We're sharing everything, right? You see this?
There you go.
All right. Kill the volume for that. But yeah, take a look at this stuff, guys. This is rather interesting. Just like how the star was like morphing in on itself.
Exactly. It's all frequency.
That's just so trippy.
I could totally stare at that like all day.
And it's got like that like hexagonal, more like a pentagon type like aurora to it. But if you look at like what it's doing, like what it's portraying here, yeah, that's literally what the stars are doing. Yeah, 100% what we saw in the sky. And it kind of moves like that too, so that's real trippy.
It has that border on the inside, of the circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And it's like you were saying how that thing had that yellow on the inside of it, it's sort of like that's what it was doing, like refreshing itself, like sending a new vortex out. That's so like trippy. That's crazy. That's literally what the stars are. There's some sort of frequent energy field.
Yep.
In our perception, when it comes down to it, that's what it kind of looks like to me. Oh man. People really think that planes hit the tower. That gets me going. I might start talking about that for a little bit. These people are just ridiculous, yo. People think 9/11 was fucking real. I don't know.
Half the people I talk to, if I mention 9/11, they don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm like, September 11th, and they're like, oh yeah.
What? That's
Like, when
crazy.
you're out in public and you talk to people about stuff. The lady who did my driver's license, I had to get it renewed, and this is when they were telling me I needed a gold star to travel. And I'm like, what the fuck do I need a gold star for? I videoed the whole thing, by the way. It's on my channel. And she's like, well, the attacks of September 11th. And I'm like, yeah, we haven't been attacked since September 11th. She's like, and let's pray that we never are again. I'm like, well, that was fake anyway. And she's just like, just appeasing me. She was being really nice. And I just kept going. It's all on video. I'm like, you're telling me I need a star on my license to travel and I got to pay $35 for it. And I got to bring all this paperwork to prove who I am. And if I don't do that, then I can't travel, or I better have a passport. And if I don't have a passport, well, then I'm just shit out of luck. I'm not getting on a plane. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? Because we know it's fake. And we know terrorists didn't attack us that day and everything. And look at how they're protecting us. Even though it's 20 years later and it took them all this time to get the real ID to go in through every state. And supposedly Alabama is one of the last ones, they told me. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make it any better. If they're the last or the first who's doing it, this is muffed up. And I shouldn't have to pay $35 for something that I don't need to fly. But this she doesn't know anything. She's mainstream. She's just really believes terrorists attacked us, and this gold star is going to stop that from ever happening again.
Yeah, right. It's ridiculous.
It's costing me $35. Why do I have to do this? This is ridiculous. This is extortion.
Oh man, I don't know. Just people with their whole media fakery and people latching onto the media, even though it's 100% fake. It just really blows me away. I really don't get it. I just really don't get it at this point, It's just 3,000% ridiculous.
Absolutely. So I sent you something else. Okay, I sent you two links, and I haven't really delved into it, but since I came across it and I sent it to you so long ago, I forgot I even sent it to you. It's the populations of the 20 largest U.S. cities from 1900 to 2012. So it's going to show how they've grown in population. And what I'm saying is there's not enough fucking cemeteries to accommodate the number of people, how the population's grown since 1900, when a lot of these cities were being established and stuff, to compensate for all the people. I mean, where is everybody? And I don't think
right. Look at New York City, 1900, 3 million, 3.4. Then you got 1920, 5, 1940, 7. It just keeps going up. 8, 2005, 8 million people. And what do we got? 2012, 8.3. So
let's stop for a second. If you go back to the one where it said there was 3 million in 1900, right? In New York. Where the fuck did those 3 million people go when they died?
Right. He had like 20 years later.
Yeah, exactly. So, and as you keep going up into the, all the way up into 2012, because there's like pages and pages of this shit, it's pretty fucking crazy. And you really have to ask yourself, okay, yeah, there's cremation. Yeah, there's wars. But these people come back from wars. They get buried. Yeah, there's cremation, but that doesn't account for everything. For a long time, burial was the way to go. Pretty much that's what everybody did. But even if you said half was cremated, half wasn't, you're still left with staggering amounts of people. Where are they?
Right. You go from 8.3 million, 2012. You go 100 years back. You have 3.4. We'll call it 3.3 just for their sake. That's a spike of 5 million people, and not many people live 112 years. So let's say
all the time, every year, you have a certain amount of people that are dying off, And like I said, I haven't seen funerals in a while. Like, I live in a really sickly area here. Everybody's obese and very unhealthy. You never see any funerals. I saw like 2 last year. That was it.
Absolutely. I'm right behind you. It's like, yeah, you don't see like the what?
I said there's no new cemeteries going up. It's not like they're like taking land from national forests and dedicating them to cemeteries. Where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah, right. And the thing is, I was gonna say is it's not like shit, what was I gonna say? I have no idea. Whatever.
Sorry, Steve. It'll come back. That was my fault.
It's okay. It's just like I don't know. Fuck, what was I gonna say, man? It's really kind of important. Something about how you go from 5 or you go from 3.3 to 8.3 in 100 years, and what's with everyone in between? Well, what happens to all of them?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Millions and millions and millions of people have died in New York from 1900 to 2020. You know what I mean? So, and it's happening every day. Where's everybody going? Where are they shipping these bodies off to? I just sent you another article. It says that a lot of cemeteries are saying they're running out of room now. Now they're running out of room. They should have ran out of room 50 years ago.
No shit. Oh, what I wanted to say was, it's not like you see, just a couple of years ago, like traffic would always be stopped because there's like an oncoming funeral with like hundreds of cars, but
Exactly.
you never see anything like that anymore. And now you got Forbes magazine talking about cemeteries running out of space. It's crazy. All the asphalt paths.
As baby boomers enter twilight years. So that would be my mom's age because my mom's 70. Yeah, I mean, a lot more people are being cremated now as opposed to back in the day. I get that as well, but still, there's millions and billions and millions of people around the fucking world. There's 6 million, supposedly, maybe possibly 10 million bones under Paris from who knows when.
No shit. That's just crazy. It says Arlington National Cemetery is projected to run out of room by 2041. That's crazy.
I can't even believe it would take that long. How is that even possible?
Right, this should have been a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I've gone like even in Philly, you go to some of the older cemeteries and somehow they still have room. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know what's going on, where this extra land's coming from, but and then then you have family plots, you have above ground mausoleums and stuff like that, but still there's not like there's any new cemeteries going up anywhere, guys. These cemeteries that are around have been around for a long time, or within the last say like I don't know, like 50 years maybe they gone up. That'd be like the new ones within the last 50 years.
Say that part again. You kind of cut out there on my end.
I was just saying, like within the last 50 years, how many new cemeteries has there really been? There's only 6. Like 2 cemeteries around here.
Yeah, I know. There's not many around my area. I'll tell you that for a fact. And the ones you do come across, you could tell no one's been buried there in like 100 fucking years. Like there's probably 2 cemeteries they use in my area. There's the one that's right near the high school I went to. Then there's one right down the street from me. And there's a couple more like inside the city, but they're starting to fill up. And maybe they might use something like this in the next couple of years. Be like, hey, you're not allowed to die because we're running out of room. Take your little transhumanism pill, and now we don't got to worry about running out of room.
The only other thing I can think of, Steve, is that the numbers are all wrong, and there's not millions and millions of people in these cities.
Absolutely.
That's the only other conclusion I could come to. Maybe most of them are NPCs, and they look like they're getting buried, but then they actually scoop them up from underground where they buried them in 6 feet down. There's somebody waiting there underneath to collect the body and take it to the underground, whatever, and fix them up and send them back out. And there's a new plot that's open. I don't know.
I feel that. But at the crap, why do I keep forgetting what I'm saying over here? What the hell's going on today? It was something about fuck. I don't even remember.
And they're hitting you hard today with frequency.
Oh my god. I can't even focus today. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's because someone's got me fired up about 9/11. You know, it is what it is. Still stuck on that. People still think that's real. Talking about they found the black box. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. But
now that's the first time in history that 4 black boxes just disintegrated into nothing. They disintegrated into nothing because there was no planes.
Right. That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. It's ridiculous. You know, maybe we'll get some of that stuff lined up. You want to take like 5 minutes, go on break for a minute? I gotta use the bathroom like you wouldn't believe it right now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let me get something queued up real quick. And yeah, actually, you know, let's take a little dip into 9/11 when we come back, because I haven't done that in a while, and you know, it's just fun to it's fun to break things down that are just that easy and that blatant and that obvious. It's just it's absolutely ridiculous that people still think that 2 planes hit the freaking Twin Towers.
Yeah, that is so basic for me. It's like the first thing I came onto in this truth awakening that I've had this journey was 9/11. And to talk about it now, or to hear people even still believe in that story, it's just like, what? You haven't figured that out yet? I can't even talk to you about anything else. It's just like, you don't even got that figured out.
No shit. Oh man, this isn't even. I'm muted over here. Here we go. All right. So, all right, we're gonna take a break, guys. We'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. If it plays on to the next song, it's all good. But we'll be right back. This is some Destiny Lab. Enjoy. Don't go anywhere. We got 50 watching, and we'll be right back.
What lives in the unseen zones, not seen in between those without flesh or bone. Roam in the void, they avoid all detection. Interdimensional beings all connected. Angels and demons from spiritual realms, engaged in a battle from heaven to hell. They dwell all around us and even inside some of those that invite what they call spirit guides. Enticed by Ouija boards, they seek guidance and think there's a secret to be enlightened. Little do they know what they just invited. A demonic presence has just resided. In the days of Noah, all kinds of hybrids infiltrated the earth, but most were silent, wiped out by the flood. All these tyrants, bloodlines polluted by these ancient giants. The men of renowned heroes of old have now returned, let the truth be told. They wear new disguises, Thoth and Isis are now aliens come to invite us and guide us. The fruit is ripened, it's so inviting, evolve to a God enlightened. And don't be frightened, but I must ask why their ideas seem aligned with Lucifer's lie. This song serves as a warning to anyone searching. Demonic minions are lurking and virtually everywhere, posing as anything stalking and prey with original sin. This song serves as a warning to anyone searching. Demonic minions are lurking and virtually everywhere, posing as anything stalking and prey with original sin. Is it coincidence that all these incidents represent all the same thing the servant said? Look at Genesis chapter 3 verse 6. It depicts exactly the same conflict. Feel this trick inflicted by the sick and wicked, invented, presented like a light transcendent, but it's dark demented. They just pretended, depending on beliefs, what you just expected. See how a rose has thorns and thistles? They hide among the truth to avoid the signal. They muddy the water with disinformation, persuading so many without a foundation. Some people like to listen to Ike and Sitchin, Jordan, Maxwell, and Tessarian. It seems these people are on the same mission. Deny what's Christian, seek secret wisdom, tied to the lies in the movie zeitgeist. Lost, they deny the existence of Christ. I defy you to find any truth to the logic. go ahead, just rewind it and pause it. Study their sources, they're all Masonic. Elite Illuminati seem to be behind it. They know the public will buy any fraud that tries to deny the existence of God. This song serves as a warning to anyone searching. Demonic minions are lurking and virtually everywhere, posing as anything, stalking and prey with original sin. This song serves as a warning to anyone searching. Demonic minions are lurking and virtually everywhere, posing as anything, stalking and prey with original sin.
I'm going to teach you about brain and heart coherence. And with this knowledge, what if you could strengthen your immune system by changing your thoughts and feelings?
I'd like to welcome you to the divine matrix, bridging time, space, miracles, and belief. Almost universally, ancient texts and indigenous traditions describe a field of energy that connects all things.
Our potential to access the supermind is no longer simply theoretical. How can we hack our history to change our future?
Don't forget your purpose. Unknown to the people on the surface. While we explore the nooks and crannies of the crust, there could be a whole civilization underneath us. A race indigenous to darkness. They make the homes inside of holes in the cracks and the crevices. We check the poles for an entrance. Ask Admiral Byrd and the Nazis. They're my witness. He's just a list of Shangri-La, a Shabala and a Gotham, but they're not of God. These mythic cities are utopian dreams of secret, esoteric, occult-like societies. They study Crowley and Blavatsky. They speak possessed by these spirits from hell like Alice Bailey. They seek the fruit of the serpent, and they will reap what they sow. They satanic servants. They preach original delusion. It is the seed that has sprouted the lie of evolution. Social techniques that are pagan beliefs unleash like hungry wolves that are disguised as sheep. They masquerade as these angels of light and brainwash all the masses without even a fight. It's deeply creepy and incredible. Just take a trip to the center of Earth where it's unbearable.
The idea is inner realm, the source of paradise.
This is the paradise you dreamed about, where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth with no way out. The holy scriptures are explicit and descriptive. The lake of fire is not a place you'd like to visit. The hollow earth will not offer you enlightenment, nor the crystals or the spirit guides you're sided with. Their home's the core of the earth, their environment is one of torment and darkness and violence. The only fountains are the ones filled with flames. The only faces are the ones filled with pain. Our population subterranean, from every tribe, from every time, from every tongue, from every nation. Accumulation of the sins from every human. This land of lava is an everlasting prison. So tell me now, is this vision one of paradise or one of hell that's in line with the Antichrist?
All right, guys, and we are back. Good little break. How you doing? How you feeling?
A little better. I got a little munchies going on here, so I got I think it's called Crunch and Munch. It's caramel popcorn stuff. I don't know.
It's all good.
Just a little, but Pirate made me an intro video out of the kindness of his heart. I didn't ask him to do it, and it's really, really cool. And I'm going to drop his link here in the chat. You guys should all subscribe to him. And hopefully, if you have that somewhere in your messages there, I think I sent it to you. I can resend it if you want.
Yeah, just so it pops up first, that'd be great. I'm just trying to get something else queued up real quick. Oh, of course, YouTube doesn't want me to scroll back more than a week. All right, there's something for you. All right, let me just, I'm just looking for like select things and select little clips and bits and whatnot. Oh, this is actually pretty good here. Let me find what video this is from. Did I put any links in my goddamn comments here? Oh, you put them all in. Jesus age. All right. All right. You send me that again, Ro. Did you send it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a Facebook tab open. That's why I didn't get the ding. The dong.
Mr. Menza says, pass them around. Here you go. Good.
All right. Let's
Anything
get
with caramel on it is good to me.
Absolutely.
In moderation.
Oh, absolutely too. You know, can't be paying out over here. But is this showing?
Yeah.
Is that on the screen? All right. So this is your new intro for when your channel, finally gets back.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using it in the ripple effect. Pull it back to the very, very beginning there. If you pull that red line all the way back. There you go. All right.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Where did our memory come from of four people? Where's that four-seater car? Four-seater car. Where's that history from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, how is this all being done? It just boggles the mind of what's going on. We have no answer to it. After all this pondering and all these roundtable discussions and Mandela Mondays and all these talks and shows, nobody has a fucking clue what's going on. We're all still in the same boat.
That's sick.
Good, right? I was like, wow. That's cool.
Sick. Like in a good way, not the way I'm coughing.
Mr. Corona.
My God, Mr. Corona over here.
Yeah, I really like it. I would have liked it probably if it was a little bit longer, but that was good enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like 20 times. I'm like, I can't believe he made this. This is so cool. So thank you, Pirate. I don't see him in the chat, but thank you. I love you. Mwah.
Yeah, absolutely. He was hanging around earlier, I think, or maybe I'm thinking of yesterday.
I know all the days are just blending together now.
Oh my God, right?
I don't even know if I got shows deleted or not. I go back, I'm like, wait, didn't I have a black shirt on in that? Where's that one where I was wearing the black shirt? How come I don't see that one? Like, because the titles, we've been doing them so quick lately that I don't have the titles memorized in my head of every show I've been on, or every show that I've made. And I'm making them more frequent now. And then I'm turning around coming back. Like, you told me that one day the show was gone, the one that we did. And then YouTube's taking my shit down left and right. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Absolutely. And I'm just looking for some key things here because I really just want to just get into this 9/11 stuff. I'm just looking at old links and videos that I got. So just give me a second while I get a couple of things.
Yeah, I'll say hi to the chat.
Yeah, you say hi to the chat and let me get some 9/11 stuff ready to go here.
All right.
Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. I'll mute out for a second.
Okay.
Myself.
All right. Sandman 369. What's going on? Pamela Thrasher. Mr. Mensa. Eric Blair's. AJB. Suzanne, I'm not going to say your last name. It's very short. I should be able to say it, but I'll mess it up, I'm sure. So, what's up, Suzanne? D-Check, what's going on? Blue, what's up? Hey, you. Hey, you. I love it. TruthSeeker69, what's going on, girl? Daryl Tuner, what's up? Operation Popeye, I like that. PG 2424, hello. And I think that's everybody so far. I didn't scroll all the way to the top, but I went most of the way up. I think I missed anybody. Let's see here. Eugene 12. I think I might have missed you. Carla Red Pill, what's going on? I know you're still listening. I don't know if there's anybody else live right now, but I think we got like, let me see how many people we got. Yeah, that's just weird. How's that even happening? Oh, I see it. We have 46 people here. So hello, everyone. We're kind of jumping all around here today. We're kind of a little out of sorts. I don't know what's going on with my brain. I have all this stuff ready to talk about, and then it's just like, I guess I'm decompressing from working all day. And we went on so quickly after work. I got done at 4:30 and came on here at 5:30. So bear with us. But yeah, we already hit the graveyards. I'm going to delve into that deep one day. I think we should just do a whole show on that because we could really tear that apart. We can look at the population growth from the 1900s to 2020 through the major cities, and then look at the cemeteries in those areas and their capacity rate. I think might get, but see, then again, we're working with their numbers, so we don't know what to believe. I mean, the numbers could be fudged in one way or another. I think that they're telling us there's more people than there actually is. And I work for the Census Bureau. Back in, I don't know, 1998, 99, when they did the census, I signed up for it. I did it in my area. I got paid $14 an hour. It was pretty cool. Every week. It was fun. But there's a lot of discrepancies going on. So there's no way, even from just what I did, I know they don't got the right numbers. So if they're doing it based off birth certificates, you know, like I said, they can fudge the numbers because it's their number. But I know there's the ratio to people to graveyards don't match up. There's something up with that. I always say somebody way smarter than me could probably figure this out. But I just feel it, and I go with my gut feeling, and I know there's something there to it.
Hey, when was the last time you tried to find a 9/11 no planes video?
Not in a while, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was hard.
Yo, good
You know
luck.
what I thought on Facebook? You know what they do on Facebook now? If you put up anything about Corona, they'll put a thing over it or over your image that it's fake news and a fake image.
That's nice. That's crazy. Yeah, I just had to scroll down a good 75 videos, and I'm finally getting the first one that says 9/11 no planes final verdict. That's the first thing I've seen in 70 videos, guys.
Yeah, they bury that shit.
I'm scrolling, you know, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just looking for, I know it's not out there anymore. I'm just making sure that just in case, you know, they put one of my videos, not my video, one of the more classic no planes videos, but that one seems to be taken off 100%. And it's just, it's ridiculous, dude. I had a video on my channel because I did a little 3-part series back in the day. When I took a break from YouTube because of the flat earth stuff, and Dubai and all these other people were just, you know, causing mayhem, and I didn't really want to be associated with that. And, you know, I was a little younger at the time, so my head wasn't fully there. So I took a little break, and I came back and I did The Awakening Part 1, Flat Earth. Part 2 was chemtrails / geoengineering. Oh, no, Part 3 was that. And Part 2, which is not there anymore because on my video page it goes 1 to 3. It was 9/11, and that's not there anymore. And that had all of the old school no planes videos on there, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. So
yeah, they got rid of that shit.
Yeah, I got my old laptop over there that I gotta like get back going and see if I can email that video to myself, because most of the stuff that was shared in that video just isn't there anymore, you know? So I'm gonna hit audio on there, and we're sharing the screen, right?
Yep.
And where do we want to start? Here, we'll start. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me get that off, because there's one more thing I want to get off, because, you know, no one wants to talk about Shanksville.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Shanksville.
It's a fucking hole in the ground. The ground liquefied. It opened up, liquefied, it swallowed up a plane, and there's a whole plane down there somewhere under the ground, they claim.
It's ridiculous,
The fact that we all bought it at all is hysterical in itself.
All right, let's start. Let's start in Shanksville, people. Shall we? Shall we? We shall. And here we are. This is Shanksville plane crash site, and let's just be more specific for you people. We'll go 9/11 because people go, oh, it's just a pile of rubble. All right, well, Pennsylvania, 9/11 crash site, Boston Globe, all these other mainstream, PBS, History.com, and Wikipedia, everything that all these people, mainstream media outlets of information, and this is what they give you. This is your plane crash. They give you the wing, and everything else just blew up. It was going so fast, it just disintegrated. It blew up. There's a hole in the ground. Get me out of here.
Though? This is not the picture that I remember for Shanksville. Is this what they're showing as Shanksville now?
That's what they're showing as Shanksville now.
No. The picture of Shanksville is like a gouge in the ground, like a ditch, like a missile hit it. Kind of like that.
Yeah, but it's media fakery. They're going to show you one thing one day.
The coroner even said, I don't even know what I'm doing here. There's no bodies. There's no luggage. There's nothing.
Yeah.
But a hole in the ground. That was it.
Absolutely. It's just so ridiculous here. Shanksville, 9/11. Just so there's no confusion whatsoever, people. This is what they're pushing as a plane crash.
Wow.
The plane was going so fast that it disintegrated and turned into dust.
Well, that one photo with the tail end of the plane.
Ridiculous.
That was kind of freaking me out because I never remember seeing a tail end of a plane sitting there. And I don't even think that's right. That's just like they're putting out new images saying that that's what it is, but it's not. That's not what I remember, guys. Put in the chat and let me know if that's the photo, if that's how you remember Shanksville looking. Because that's not what I remember. This might be a Mandela effect. I don't know. Or it could just be them re-educating the young ones to think that this is what happened. And yeah, there was parts of planes. Because everybody said there was no plane. There you go. That looks more like Shanksville.
That's what I remember. Yeah. A little weird, A little weird. Strange.
And the reason they said the ground liquefied and swallowed up the plane because there was no plane parts. But in that other picture, you got the whole tail end of a plane sticking out. Or like
it's funny how they go, A and B on you. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's absolutely 130% ridiculous.
It's re-educating the populace, the younger generation.
Yeah, it's so sad. All right, that brings me over here. You don't even need audio for this because there is no audio. So this is still sharing, correct?
Yeah.
So this is a security video of a plane hitting the Pentagon.
Uh-huh.
So you people let me know what you see here. Let's go back to 0. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let's watch that again. So see this here? I can't zoom in, but whatever this is that enters the screen, the image here, they're calling that an airplane. Now, whether it was a bomb, whether it was stuff that was pre-detonated, whether it was a missile.
It was a drone, I think.
It was a drone.
It was a drone.
It was not an airplane.
Right. Exactly.
It was definitely not an airplane. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Watch it again. Different angle. Boom. Not an airplane. And real quick, let's just look at images of the Pentagon that day. Pentagon.
It's impossible for a 747 to fly that low.
Exactly. It's impossible for it to fly that low in New York City at 560 whatever miles per hour it was going and hit 2 towers. That's impossible as well. But this right here is the most impossible of the impossibles. Yep. Where's the airplane? It disappeared?
You gotta find a picture of when it's just a hole in the side before it collapses.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Originally, it was just a hole there, and then they must have blew some shit up and collapsed it in. There you go. Yeah. I don't know. That might be one of the inner rings. But on the outside of the Pentagon, before it collapsed, it was just a hole in the wall. And fire.
Well, regardless if it was a hole or whether this was the end product, regardless,
Yeah.
I've been on plenty of airplane in my life, and the center part where people sit might be as wide as this, but you're gonna have some wing damage over here. You're gonna have some wing damage over there. You're gonna have jet fuel blowing up. You're gonna have a lot bigger hole in the wall than what they're presenting. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at
And
all
let's
that.
just speak into the fact that this is a cement building and it's reinforced at every level inside the Pentagon there. A plane is made out of fiberglass and not very thick steel, guys. I don't know if anybody's ever been on a plane before, but they're not like tanks or anything, okay? It's not like a tank flew into the side of the Pentagon. A tin can hit the side of the Pentagon.
Like, so I just want to put this image. Yeah, exactly. A tin can that gets damaged by birds in the sky, So this is what they're showing you of what they want you to think happened. Look at where all this damage should be. Over here, over there. But in reality, it's just one part of the Pentagon that coincidentally had files about, a missing, 2 point whatever billion dollars that got blown up and never talked about again because the evidence was destroyed by American Airlines, apparently, which is impossible. We just showed you. Here's security footage again, guys. Here, bring it back. Where's the airplane? Where is it? Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll believe that. Give me a break.
Yeah, where's the wings? Where's the engines? Where's the tires? Where's the luggage and the it's all bullshit.
Where's the fucking airplane, bro? That's what I'm saying. I'm right with you. Where is the airplane in any of these? Shanksville, nothing. Pentagon, nothing. So right now, 9/11 Commission report, you're 0 for 2, brother. Ridiculous. And that should be enough to get people going, but no, we're gonna have to break down the 9/11 stuff in New York City, and that's the sad part. People see this, people see that, and they still think it happened. What is wrong with you people?
How about when they were in the airplane before they hit the ground in Shanksville, and they're like, "Come on, let's do it!" And they were trying to attack one of the. They played the phone call. Because somebody called somebody and it's like, we're about to try to take down this guy, this terrorist. He took over the plane. And they're like, just do it or something was the phrase. And first off, you can't make phone calls from a plane like that.
Right. First of all, you can't get cell service on an airplane in 2001. First of all. Second of all, Boeing 737s didn't have onboard phones. Even if the flight attendant wanted to call down to service, she can't do it. The only way to communicate down to center, down to anyone on the ground, is through the cockpit communication system. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you have the emotional attachment of the public getting to listen to this phone call. That never happened because there was nobody on the planes because there was no planes. The fact that we think that, 100 and some people dove to their death in this plane, making phone calls to their loved ones. And there was nobody on the planes because there was no plane. So, this whole thing was scripted and storylined out right from the beginning. The emotional attachment, the comic relief, whatever you say, like goes within the storyline of a good thriller or something like that, or a nail biter kind of show or whatever. That's what we watched that day. But it was put off to us as it was real. It was a whole staged event, and it was scripted from top to bottom, including all the emotional attachments and leaked phone calls and stuff. The guy in the Twin Towers, oh, we're on the 98th floor. It's choking me. Oh, my God. And then you hear the floors crashing. I bought that hook, line, and sinker. I actually cried hearing that guy. I thought it was real.
Jeez, yeah. Who didn't at one point? That's why,
You should look that up, Steve. Look up phone calls from 9/11 towers or something like that.
I am looking stuff like that up right now, but it's not letting me go on this website for some reason. But what I was trying to find was, yes, there's the man we were talking about the other day, Mark Bingham. Okay. Wait, let me find this real quick. People are gonna love this. Mark Bingham phone call. That's funny. That just pops up right away. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Because it's ridiculous, guys. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yes. Haha, Mom, this is Mark Bingham. They ridiculous. Who calls their mother and says, hi, this is,
Mark
say I call
Bingham,
my, exactly. Who's going to say their full name to their mother, first of all, and then, go on, and it's ridiculous,
and of
dude.
course, the mother's a crisis actor.
Oh my God.
All played out. We bought it,
I'm trying to find this audio. Oh, there's a little website called TheTruthSeeker.co. I thought you had a website for a second.
I'm CEO, baby.
Let me see if I can
I'm
get
firing some asses. You're fired.
It's not letting me find this real quick. Of course, it's not letting me find anything real quick. That'd be funny.
So 9/11 Mysteries. Now, here's another interesting thing, Steve. 9/11 Mysteries is what woke me up. That was the video that I watched that night when I woke up. And in that, they talk about the buildings 4, 5, and 6, and how they had to pull the buildings. Now, a lot of people with this Mandela effect say that so many buildings, like 7 buildings or 9 buildings, fell that day. Well, I remember 3 buildings falling that day. That's it for me. It was 3 buildings. The other ones got pulled weeks later. Oh, check this shit out. You're not allowed to proceed, Steve.
I'm saying, bro, I'm trying to prove this shit to people, and they're like, nah, dude, I know there's audio for this somewhere. You know what? Let me go on Brian's website, The Real News Online, because he might have it.
Yeah, because they're truth blocking you.
Oh my God, right. If I might go check out 153 News real quick, because they could have something like that. Let me see if I can find. You keep going. Don't let me stop the fire.
135 News is. You'll have to send me that website or whatever it is, because somebody invited me to start putting my videos over there a while ago.
You should definitely.
They're like, we definitely have room for you over here, TruthSeeker69. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Am I sharing this right now? Oh, of course not. All right, let's take a trip down Brian's page. I'm sure he has no problem with us sharing any of this stuff, but this is what we're pretty much looking for. But I'm really looking for the audio. If anyone in the chat has the audio of the onboard passenger phone calls, send that in a link in the chat, or hit me up, scuba2114@gmail.com, or Steve Richards' Facebook real quick, because I would love to get that audio, because it literally says, the dude literally says, hi Mom, this is Mark Bingham. And he's not the only one. You have a girl and another person like, hi Mom, this is my full name. Like, why would your mother not know it's your full name?
We got to think to ourselves, why would they get that wrong? Did they get that wrong, or did they do that on purpose? Let's give us a break. Because, even though that they're faking all this shit, they love to put it in there and make it so obvious that they're faking shit to see who picks up on this stuff.
Exactly. This is something that is a little harder to talk about for people who've never been introduced to 9/11 fakery, but it is partly my opinion and the opinions of many others that there was nothing inside of these World Trade Center towers for the most part. That's my assumption. That's the assumption of many others, because how else would 2 112-story buildings fall down, turn to dust, and not have any, computer desk, phones, cords, books, paper, pencils? They were never there. No, never. Only thing that was there was the looking docks on top, and then the windows of the worlds right around here. Everything else was just a hollow chamber, people. These were put up to get brought down in 1968, It's ridiculous. 33 years to the date of 9/11, but no one wants to talk about that. Yep. It just sucks how we can't find any of these pictures, but there you go. There's another one. Ridiculous. 78, shooting me right up to 102. All of the stories, the floors that were, what do you want to call it, affected, by this alleged plane. Not even Not even there. It's ridiculous.
And you know what kind of time it takes to replace buttons on an elevator and add buttons in and take buttons out? That was obviously like it's there, and that's how it is, you know?
Absolutely. Oh man, I can't find any of these audio files, but that's okay. And yep, there's your collapse. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And let's talk about predictive programming real quick, guys. There you go. There's a lot. These are all photos from movies, comic books, TV shows.
We just showed one the other day with 9/11 on the dashboard of the radio.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. They can't not do this stuff, you know? This is how they get away with it. They tell us what's going down before or while it's happening, and that's their way of getting off the hook. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know, and that's going to bring me to this right here, probably the most artificial part of 9/11 was, you know, the alleged plane coming or falling, crashing into the South Tower.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
In any of these shots, because I don't remember, but I know they showed a lot of shots in New York Harbor, you know, the dust from the building flowing out into the harbor. It looked like a pyroclastic flow. Do you recall at all seeing the Statue of Liberty in any of these shots anywhere? Because it should have been in there somewhere, but I don't ever remember seeing it anywhere.
What do you mean? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Them showing New York Harbor when all this was happening and stuff. And I don't remember seeing the Statue of Liberty at all. Like, I can't recall, but it would be interesting to see if he is in any of these shots and where it's located.
Oh yeah, I think Brian talked about that a couple of different times. It's in a completely different location, validating the changing of its location. Yeah, the Mandela effect or whatever. But you know, so something really speculative about this shot here is, you know, first of all, the plane's about to hit in less than 3 seconds. By the way, where's the plane? You know, it's gonna travel 2,000 miles per hour from not being in the frame. They're zoomed out a good like 30 miles here, people.
Yeah,
30 miles. So let's zoom in. 3, 2, 1, and kaboom! There you go. Fade to black. You want to know why?
Love how it careens through the building and comes out the other side, like that fucking Harley Davidson guy. He describes it. The plane careened into the building, coming out the other side, and then the whole thing fell due to structural failure because the fire was so intense. I think I got my lines memorized.
Ridiculous. Like, look at this, guys. So, first of all, like I said before, we're out here. There's no plane. There's nothing. Second of all, he's trying to zoom in and get the building in the middle of the frame because this is a CGI. What do you call it? Not tech. Program, I guess you can call it, a technique. Absolutely. And if you center things, you could literally put a mask through the center of the screen where images that enter will not exit. They'll just disappear into the invisible straight line that you put. It's all editing techniques. This can be done live, which they tried to do and epically failed, which is why they had to fade to black the second the plane hit the tower, because you'll see somehow, some way, the aluminum microfiber, whatever you want to call, whatever these planes are made of, tinfoil, the nose comes right through the other side, which is impossible. Look at it. Look at it. They have to zoom in a little more. There's your plane. Look at the structure, the point, the distinctive point. And there's the same thing coming through the other side of the building. Not real. A plane did not hit this tower.
Exactly.
A bomb went off inside of the tower. Plenty of them did, actually.
These buildings were designed to take these types of impacts. So they made it look like
absolutely.
It careened through it like it was butter, you know?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And we got another nice, beautiful image here. So, yeah, I'm just pointing out exactly. This if you're not retarded, you could tell that this This building here is clearly probably a mile behind the Twin Towers. But, laws and physics seem to be out the window today because you got the plane going over a building a couple blocks, maybe even a mile away from the Twin Towers. In the background, the wing is going over a building in the background, confirming to me, many others, that this plane is a computer-generated images with poor photoshopping, poor editing.
You can see the break, like there's that line there between the building and the wing for 1 second.
Yep, and then you're going to see this wing on the right disappear. Another anomaly, another, or not the wing on the left. Yeah, the wing. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. The tail's gone. People. The real plane that hit the towers. And look at it. No explosion, nothing. Just fading away. Nothing. And then out of nowhere, boom, explosions. Over here. Come on, people. You were born at night, but not last night. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. You think a plane hit the tower? It's so fishy, so phony. And people believe it. People eat this up hook, line, and sinker. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't know. People still believe this stuff, man. I really don't know how. I really don't. And this is classic right here. This is one of the classic images. Let me get this full screen. This is one, not images, but videos. Is this playing? I think this is playing. Yeah, this is playing. Yep. All right. So what we're going to be looking at here in just a second, as soon as this plays out, give it a second here. So what are we looking at? Look at this.
All right, Steve, listen. You talk about this. I got the moon and Venus out front again in the same exact position. I'm going to run outside real quick and do a second video to confirm my first video from last night. It'll only take me about 5 minutes, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Be right back. I'm going to mute out.
This is still full screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. So yeah, Jen will be right back, guys. But something I want to point out to possibly new viewers in the chat, or maybe you guys are going to show this to someone who hasn't seen 9/11 before. This is not a real plane, because planes do not go through objects, because look at it. Look at it come into frame. This crane is clearly most likely on the other side of the Hudson River, where the towers are not. This is probably on the side where it's being recorded, and the towers are in New York City, and you're going to see this plane go through the wires and the metal, apparently, before entering the towers. Look at that. Look at that. It goes through these two, goes behind this, but then it goes right through in front of these two. Terrible editing. Terrible. Look at it. Look at it. You got to be a moron to think that's a real plane. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's not real. None of these are real. 9/11 is just ridiculous for anyone who thinks that planes hit the tower on 9/11. Give me a break. Do a little research. Missiles, I don't know. I don't think there was anything used. I don't even think there were holograms used. I think it was all 100% done by the media. They're all in on it, people. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If it was a hologram, everyone would have gotten the same exact image. And I just showed you 3 different shots. You get 3 different images signifying and completely proving that it's not a hologram. It's a computer-generated image that was either put in live or most likely after. No, I don't think it was Bluebeam. I really don't, because like I just said, you would get the same exact image through every single camera angle, but you don't. But you don't, people. There were no planes used on 9/11. The media is guilty on 9/11. They're the ones who were who told you there were planes. They're the ones that told you Osama bin Laden did it. It was all for a reason. It was all to make a fake claim that terrorists in the Middle East, Al Qaeda related, did an attack on U.S. soil, which they didn't. It was all an excuse to go over there and get oil and get gold and mostly get ancient artifacts and surrender Iraq and Afghanistan to the central banking systems, which they did. The only country they haven't gotten there yet is Iran, and they will fall soon. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how people still think fucking planes hit this tower. I don't know, people still think that Al Qaeda, that these people, that these Muslims, that these terrorists, these people who don't even speak English, learned English, got into an American plane cockpit and manipulated it through levels that are impossible. You can't hit two towers traveling at 600 plus miles per hour at less than you can't go that fast, less than 25,000 feet in the air, and they're doing this at 2,500 feet and less. I think not. Yeah, Afghanistan had giants. That's a fact. Go look that up on your own time, people, too. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Gets me fired up. People still think that 9/11 was done by fucking towel heads or something. I'm not trying to be racist, but it is what it is. People think they were done by Arabian or not Arabian, that Islamic extremists that were in a cave, that were Osama bin Laden. People think that he was a real terrorist.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Every single picture of him, he seemed to get younger over the years. Look at pictures of him in the 80s. Look at pictures of him in the 90s. Look at pictures of him in early 2000s. He got significantly younger. The gray hair exceeded. The wrinkles on his face went away. He is a fabricated character that was generated by the CIA, people. Look all this up, I beg you, please.
Yeah. And some speculate that Obama was Osama bin Laden for a while.
About to say that, yeah. The facial features, yeah, they line up pretty well. I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he isn't, but I would not be surprised. And everyone who's captured on 9/11, oh, I captured this. Oh, I saw people run on the tower. This, I saw a plane. Those are all crisis actors, or their photographs and images and videos are 100% fabricated to push the lie. It's ridiculous, people. And you got the floor now. I'm done yelling.
Okay. Well, I just went out there and took another video. If anybody can go out and look at their moon right now, you will see it's crescent moon. And it wasn't coming up like that on my camera again. And I did get Venus again. So we can play that if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me just close a couple of tabs so we don't get fucking lagged out.
Red on camera, guys. I'm having a hot flash right now. I can already see me on camera turning red. So these hot flashes are no joke.
It's hot flash season. Watch out.
It's been hot flash season for 4 years now, Steve.
Oh, man. All right. I think I got it. Let me, the audio's still on, so that's cool. Is that sharing?
Yeah.
You can see this full screen?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to let it play with audio.
Yes.
If you want me to pause, just let me know.
Okay.
I am going to focus on the moon because clearly in my camera, it does not look like a crescent moon.
It looks like it's stuck.
It does.
Getting for the moon.
I wonder why it's not playing.
That's strange.
Yes, it is.
Let's try this again.
All right, guys. I'm out here.
What? Frozen video.
All right, let me play it on my end. See if it plays for me because I don't see why it wouldn't.
That's rather odd, peculiar, weird.
It's playing fine for me.
That's strange.
I'll resend it to you. I don't know why it would do that. We're just having issues tonight, guys. They're trying to stop us. They're truth blocking us.
All right, let's try this again.
Seeker's beautiful at 50. Thank you, Dark Glass. Dark Glasses Woody.
It's on you in the chat, you know. I'm getting kind of jealous.
So this guy says to me today, because I was talking to him and his kids actually wanted to talk, so we talked. I told him about the Earth's flat and everything, and you know how people are aging quicker through the accelerants in the food and stuff, aging accelerants, and that I was 50. And he's like, "Oh, you wear it well." And I'm like, "Okay, I don't know if I can wear 50, but thank you." But yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, "You wear it well." I said, "Well, I don't eat crap and I take care of myself. I try to exercise as much as I can, and I drink distilled water, and I don't do drama, and I don't watch televised television." So that's my secret. It's no big secret, actually.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's not playing.
Damn it, man. What the fuck? How can it not play?
That's crazy. Here, send it to my email, scuba2114@gmail.
All right. Geez, how do I compose on this thing? I never write.
It's okay.
Yeah. Let's see what the sent ones are. Maybe you're in here somewhere, Steve. Oh, I think this is it. This is what I have to do. Scuba what? Scuba. Oh, here you are, Steve Jama. Okay. Now, how do I drop a link? I get this, attach a file.
Yeah, I think so.
I got it. All right, I'm going to send it to you now. Oh, it's saying it exceeds the thing. It exceeds the fuck. It's 25 megabytes total attachment limits. What the fuck? It's only a minute long. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. What the fuck? I don't know, guys. Let's see if I can shrink it. Actual size, or let's see, share as. Try this. I sent it again, Steve, to your messages. Maybe it'll work. Because it won't let me send it in an email. It said the attachment's too large.
Let me try this. Hold on. Blah, blah, 2001. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Killing 92. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. So it was a Boeing 767. All right, sorry.
No, it's okay. You still there?
Yeah. Let me see if this will work now. Just everything's fucking loading slow as shit. Let me see now. Come on. Let's try this one more time. Let's see. Nope. Nothing.
Oh my God, this is fucked up.
Just the audio. That's so weird.
That is so fucked up. Yeah, because it plays all the way through here on my end. I'll get it to the part where it's zoomed in on it. All right, let me see here. It's coming up. Oh, shit. That doesn't even do it justice. But yeah, it was pulsating all those different colors again inside it too. Anyway, the moon does not look crescent in my video either. I don't know what that's all about. You know, I have it right outside this window here. I'm going to just talk for a second. I'm going to see if I can get it for like 30 seconds or something. The problem is I have to wait for the zoom to focus.
Yeah, it's the worst part of freaking cameras. These little iPhone cameras and shit. But
All right. I got it right here, Steve, out my window. All right.
yeah, it's just ridiculous, guys. The fabrication, the lies that they put upon us year after year, day after day, whether it's coronavirus, whether it's geoengineering for our sake and our health, whether it's 9/11, whether it's NASA, whether it's the list really goes on, whether it's the pushing of vaccines and GMO food or GMO foods. It's all 100% ridiculous, and people buy it, dude. People buy it, all the way from 15, 16, 17, 18 year olds that are most susceptible to buy the lie because they're like, oh, I heard it on TV, and it goes all the way up to the people that are 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. They've been lied to their whole life. They've just been so dumbed down, indoctrinated, that anything that you say that doesn't fit their criteria, their timeline, their reality just doesn't exist to them. And it's really sad, disturbing, and it's just fuck, dude. All these people think they're living the American dream, when in reality they're living in a world of deception, in a world of lies. It's sad,
Yeah.
it's sick, it's twisted, and these kids need to wake up. Simply, even if it's just knowing that 9/11 was done by the media, because that breaks down everything. That makes you look at the media a little different, because once you figure out that 9/11 was done and portrayed and orchestrated by the media and other major outlets, you'll come to understand that they're lying about everything else. It's ridiculous.
See, the thing is with the younger generation is 9/11 was so long ago that they don't even relate to it. You know what I mean? So trying to wake up the younger generation about it, it's really hard. Like we would have to get them to realize, like Sandy Cook or whatever, or one of these other government funded things might be a better way to wake them up, because 9/11, they're so far removed from it at this point. For us, we lived through it. But a lot of the younger kids today, like even if you're like talking to an 18-year-old or 17-year-old or something like that, this is just something that's in their history books, and it's just the way it says it in the history books,
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that video you just sent me, they're all having the same effect right now. I don't know what's going. You know what? Here, because I got them on my phone real quick. Let me see if I can. Now, I just got sidetracked because this kid I know got a tattoo of the Virgin Mary on him, and I'm like, bro, it's literally a woman's vagina, but it is what it is.
That's me messaged you, right? And the video is playing on my phone in your messages.
Yeah.
But it won't work on screen. Is that what you're saying?
Yo, I can't view any of these videos on my own.
What is going on?
Let me turn this on real quick. Like,
maybe you need to restart your phone.
Like, watch. I'll hit play, and then it just plays for 2 seconds.
See, they're fucking with us right now.
Because they don't want us to see what's in the sky,
They don't want me to show you what I just caught on my camera, which is even better than the other videos I was trying to send you. Because this one, because I'm elevated outside, I'm down on my driveway. So even if you get a little elevation on these things, dude, like I told you, if you're in an airplane at night, it's like you can reach the fuck out and touch these things. They are way close.
Here, you know what? I'm going to go outside real quick and see if I could see anything. You want to hold the chat down for I'm going to use the bathroom real quick too. And, we'll probably wrap this up in a half hour or two. I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, let me, I'm going to go check this out real quick, see if I can record it. I'm going to put you full screen.
Oh,
I'll be back in 3 minutes. Now you're good. Fine. I'll be right back.
That was the first time Brian made me full screen. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop.
It's all good. I'll be right
screen, guys. That's all we see on our screen is just, I'm sitting here talking to myself here.
Dropped out or something, but I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah, good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the camera, the moon, or this messaging thing, but it's a crescent moon outside. At least that's what my eyes are telling me. And my camera's telling me it looks like it's waxing or waning or something. There was, I think back in 2015, I want to say it was, I went to the end of my street and we have a really big hill. So I went to the top of the hill and it was a full moon, one of those super moons. It was coming up, it was real low on the horizon, but it was like, it was just so massive. I wanted to go up there and get it on my old digital camera I had. I get up there, I got it on, and I pointed at the moon. I had a friend with me, by the way, too. And I was like, well, what is all this? And I see all these little dots in my screen, like orbs or something. I don't know what they were. They were these orange lights that weren't there when I took the camera down and looked. But the funny thing was this huge moon was nowhere to be found on my screen. I kept moving it all. I'm like, how can I be missing it? It's right fucking there and it's huge. So, yeah, never caught the moon on that video, but I did catch 4 or 5 weird orange orbs blinking in and out and stuff. And I don't know what the fuck that was. I'll have to repost that video. But the moon was, and somebody else, I think it might have been Salted Cedar, or somebody had mentioned that it had happened to them as well. They went to photograph the moon or record the moon, and they couldn't find it on their screen anywhere, even though they're looking at it in the sky. Just like right now, I'm looking at the moon in the sky. It says it's a crescent moon. That's what it's telling my eyes. And this, nope, something different. So I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, it's a shame we can't play this video because the one I just got out the window here, probably up maybe like 20 feet up from where I originally took it out in the driveway. And I got an even better shot of this thing. And right now, the way it is on my horizon, it's higher up than my video I did earlier yesterday when it was just above the tree line. Now it's starting to hit the tree line. And then by 9 o'clock tonight, the moon and Venus will be below the tree line. So I won't see it in a couple of hours. So this is the opportune time for me to be videoing this thing. And I got a perfect vantage point right here. And I just cannot believe a 40-second video is not working now on his end. Because we've never had this issue before. Literally never. Freaking me out. Yeah. Very strange. So let's see if I can play this video. Let me put it up.
Year after year, day after day.
You can hear Steve talking in the background. Let's hook this light up.
Venus.
Whether it's the list really goes on. Whether it's the pushing of vaccines, GMO food or GMO foods, it's all 100% ridiculous, and people buy it, dude. All the way from,
Well, this isn't doing it justice, clearly, but there's no reason why a 39-second video shouldn't work. Ugh, it's frustrating, guys, especially when you want to get this information out and, we have to use their tools and their avenues to get the information out, and then they can plug up these avenues and turn us off anytime they want.
All right, so I can't see. Well, I could see it, but I can't get a good view of it. But that shit's interesting.
So on your phone, you can watch it on your phone and see it clearly, though, right?
I couldn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, I had a couple trees in my way, so I couldn't clearly see it. But yeah, there's something really, really bright just about if you southeast of the moon, pretty much. If you look at the moon, you just you go down to the right a little bit. It's right there. You can't miss it.
All right. So does the moon look crescent in your phone when you're looking at it?
No, not at all. It looks about half full, but
exactly. Why does it look like that?
I don't know. I really don't.
I mean, you would think the moon would be closer to us than this supposed Venus, right? And I'm getting Venus in really clear, and the moon is doing some weird shit. It's like as if my camera can't focus on it, say, because it really would be too far away for it to actually get it. But I don't see that being the case since it's right there, and it's clearly a crescent. So what's going on? Is it an overlay? Is my camera picking up something else that I can't see with my eyes? Or is it just a trick of the camera? Well, if it's a trick of the camera on the moon, then you'd have to say it would be a trick of the camera on this thing that I'm filming, which clearly it isn't.
Oh, man. Damn. Sorry, I'm just yawning over here. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And it makes me really want to fucking like go to that little spot down the street and try to get a better picture on it. But it is so cold outside where I am. It's bad, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cold here too. I'm going to share this on Facebook and see if you'll be able to view it from there.
What
It's only 39 seconds. Maybe if I post it on my wall and play it, it'll play there.
Yeah, let's check that out. Wow, it's 13 degrees outside, but global warming's real, folks.
It's 13 degrees? Holy crap.
13 degrees. Oh, Monday, baby. I'm liking that. Let's go. 53, that's my day off. We're playing golf Monday, I'll tell you that. Oh my God, 60 on Tuesday. Of course, this is the first Tuesday we're back to work because last month we were closed every Tuesday. It's going to be 60 degrees on Tuesday, but it's 13 degrees right now. So that's how you get little quote unquote coronavirus. Ridiculous.
You got it's blooming all over the place because you're having all these really nice days in a row and all this warm rain and everything, and then you got fucking freezing rain falling and all this stuff. It's crazy. It's just, it doesn't make sense.
13 degrees.
I had to mow my lawn in February, guys. I never have my lawn mowed in February. Twice.
And I saw someone in the chat saying they found they're seeing pollen everywhere, and no one believed me at work today. I'm like, literally, go the fuck outside and you tell me. Go outside. It's crazy. And they're like, no, you're just stupid. You're crazy. I'm like, yo, you're fucking retarded if you can't take 13 seconds out of your life to go outside and distinguish the difference between snow and pollen, because it was snowing, but at the same time there was pollen in the air, little bits, little in like the littlest of bits, but it was there. Everyone, right. You're just yeah, go fuck yourself. You're all retarded as shit. Yeah, I mean, that's not Celsius, people. That's Fahrenheit. That's F in yeah, because I could click Celsius and it's -11 Celsius. So
yeah, I'm getting spring allergies. There's shit blooming all over the place here. All the spring trees, you know, like the cherry trees and those kind of things that come out first and then kind of go away as soon as the warmer weather comes in. All that should be happening mid-March to end March and right in the beginning of April is when we have all that. This shit is a month and a half early. The birds are like, you know, getting ready to like lay eggs and nest and stuff. This shit doesn't happen until May. I mean, it's crazy what's going on around here. Some of the bugs that we don't get until May or June, we had the other day. I couldn't even believe I had one of these little bugs. I'm like, these things aren't supposed to be here.
Killed one off my neck the other day by accident when I was golfing. It was ridiculous. But I think this is going to play now. So I'm not going to play with audio because I'm talking in the background. So I don't want to freak people out. But so this is what she just caught a couple minutes ago, right?
Yeah, it's the moon.
That's the half full.
And I focused on it. I made sure my focus zoomed in on it.
Yeah, let's go down to this. Yeah, like I said, just down to the right, folks. Just down and to the right. You got this object, orb thing in the sky. That is crazy. Yo, I'm about to go fucking take a drive in a couple of minutes when we end this and go check this out.
It'll flash in here in a second. It'll really flash.
Damn.
Back in. There it goes.
That's crazy. You know what? I'm going to get a fucking blunt roll for this.
The lower it gets, the better I think view you're going to get of it, videoing it.
Absolutely.
That thing was like really pumping some colors out, but I stopped it just to keep it short, so maybe we wouldn't have issues.
My weed grinder's outside.
Why the moon looks like that? Why does it look like that? Why isn't it a crescent?
There'll be signs in the moon, sun, and the stars upon the return of the Son of Man. People don't want to talk about those anymore, but it is what it is. So that's crazy. That's good stuff. I'm gonna share that real quick. Oh, I can only like it. That's strange. Nice.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. They just don't want us sharing nothing.
That's how you know we're talking about real stuff. That's what I tell everyone. They're like, you want to see someone get pulled off of YouTube in 5 minutes? Go watch my channel. I could do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I could easily get it going right now. Get us down and have to start another new channel. It's ridiculous, these people. It's so crazy. And I can't believe they hit you with the strike the other day. At least they're allowing you to put your name in as TruthSeeker69. At least they're not like blacklisting you completely.
Yeah, I can't upload. I can't premiere anything. Well, I mean, I can't. No, I can't do anything. I can't upload nothing to my channel, and I can't live stream for 2 weeks. I can change my banner or my icon, that kind of stuff. I can still share my link in chats and stuff, but I can't upload or live stream because I was a bad girl.
She can't even wipe her ass on her own stream.
Out there would pay to see that. Anyway, I just sent you another one. That's the video we couldn't play in your messages. Maybe it'll work now on your wall like the other one did.
All right, hold on. I got a bunch of weed in my hands. Give me like 9 seconds. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Oh my God. Lift off. Cape Canaveral, baby. Florida.
The Venus rocket heading into space. The void.
All right. He posted a video on my timeline. That's more like it. Let's see what we got. You see this?
Yes.
Does it work?
Yeah, this was last night, guys.
Whoops. Can you hear that too?
Is that the same one? That's the same one I sent you.
Yeah.
Maybe the one I just sent you. Okay, Steve. What the problem is it hasn't loaded quite all the way yet on your side. So there's that little wheel of death happening. It should come through in about maybe 30 seconds because it's almost closed. Because it's a minute and 30 seconds. This one.
Oh, I'm like, wheel of death coming my way. Thanks, Jen.
I just call that the wheel of death.
I'm literally gonna. This is my last smoke of my life, huh?
Dude, if I was there, I'd go with you to go see this thing and smoke up. I would totally love to hang out and look at this shit and smoke up. Try to figure it out. Have some really good binoculars and stuff, or P900. That would be awesome.
Oh shit! I forgot about my binoculars. I gotta find those real quick.
Yeah, I use binoculars all the time. I love them, and they're old school ones. They don't make them like this anymore.
All right, what do we got? I got another Facebook update. Let's see what we got. Facebook, Bookface.
Fuck.
Whatever you want to use it as, people, it's there. Truth Book. All right.
I like that.
All right, guys, I'm out here. It is the.
All right, let me just.
You can leave the audio on.
The audio? Yeah, let me just make it full screen. All right, that's much better.
Crescent moon. So I am going to focus on the moon because clearly in my camera, it does not look like a crescent moon. This is what I'm getting for the moon.
That's ridiculous. That's a crescent moon, people. It's fucked.
Like it's waxing or waning.
I don't know why it looks like that.
It's like 80% full.
A crescent.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, with my eyes, it's clearly a crescent moon. I see it as a crescent.
Right, but then you turn the camera on, and you get Mr. Orb over here, too. Damn, it's so cold in my room, the heater turns off, then it turns right back on. That's ridiculous. I almost turned it off today, too. It would have been dead up here. But look at that, dude. That's crazy. It's like a headlight in the sky. You can't miss that.
Not as clear as last night because it's a little up higher.
Right, and the further it moves down, people, it's going to appear bigger as it's leaving its portal, and also with the added water moisture in the air. Wow, yo, look at that. Blink, 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 blink. That's crazy. I'm about to go watch this shit, guys, myself in like 10 minutes.
And that is the moon.
And I got work tomorrow, so this shit's actually
it looks like that.
Crazy.
It's definitely got a deep crescent in it.
Yeah, it's a deep crescent moon. It's not even like, it's leaving crescent and going into half. It's a deep crescent.
No, it became a new moon like 2 days ago, right when they found the new fucking moon, apparently. It's a new moon. Maybe that's what they were alluding to, Like, you're going to start seeing some new shit in the sky because, we just discovered, patented, and.
Well, don't they have moon simulators?
Oh yeah, that's patented by
Maybe
China.
that's what this is. Maybe we're seeing a crescent moon, but my camera's picking up a simulator. I don't know, dude. I just don't know why I can pick up this orb, Venus, whatever the fuck it is, in such detail. And it's so tiny. And I got this fucking moon right above me that's a crescent and it's coming out looking like that. It doesn't make sense.
It's wild, bro. It is, dude. I don't know. I can't wait to hopefully get the same effect myself. And like we'll definitely fucking touch on that shit tomorrow night too. If I get a good video, shit. If I get a really good video, I might hop back on. But like I said,
Yeah.
I got work tomorrow, so I don't know.
All right. If you do hop back on, let me know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you'll be the first
I'll be up for a
person I
while.
call. Oh yeah, if
Look
all
at the colors in that. Do you see the colors?
yeah,
It's
and
so crazy.
you can see like the points coming off of it too.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing's about to
really cool.
explode. That's how crazy that shit looks to me. It looks like it's about to explode. That's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, Steve's going to go smoke up and stare at the stars and video, and I'm going to go do my thing.
Up, people. Hell yeah,
right.
we got 57 live. Cool.
Yes,
Cool
thank
stuff.
you, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But yeah, thanks for coming, Jen. Tomorrow we'll definitely link up, but maybe later on tonight we might do a quick little breakdown show if I get something really crazy. But if not, even if it is crazy and I'm tired, we'll definitely get it going tomorrow. What's your work schedule?
I'm off.
You're off. All right. So I'll be out of work hopefully by like 4, maybe 3 o'clock. So maybe like 5 or 6 I'm shooting for, or maybe we can go later and just have a nice late night show. But
Yeah, that might be better for me, like a late night show. Because my husband, he goes to work. He leaves out of here about like 9, 10 o'clock my time. And that's when
okay.
it's more quiet and settled and stuff. And I can just, because I stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning anyway. I can't I have problems sleeping for the last like 5, 7 years. I don't know when the last time I got 8 hours, but whatever. You need to go check that thing out for you can't see it.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys. It was a blessing having you all here. It's good having Jen here. We'll be back tomorrow night, so keep your notifications, pinned, and keep your eyes on it, because you might not get a notification for these shows. So
Yeah.
that's how cool we are. YouTube don't like.
I don't get your notification. I'm sitting here backstage waiting for you, right? And I didn't get the notification until right when you went live.
No, that's how they work on us. These people are just a bunch of tricksters and jokesters, and they'll do anything and everything to keep the truth concealed. It's ridiculous.
All right, guys, I'm out. Love ya.
And on that note, guys, I'm out of here too. God bless y'all and have a good night. And if I do catch anything wild, definitely be back on. But until tomorrow, y'all the best. God bless and have a good one.